So to start writing HTML, we're going to need three things. We need a browser so we can see our code. We're going to need an empty folder, which is where we're going to store all of our HTML. And then we're going to need a special tool to actually write our code with. And we call that tool an IDE, or an integrated development environment. So let's go through the process now of setting all of that up. So first up, we've got an empty folder on our machines here. This is kind of where I'm storing everything for the project. So I'll go ahead here and just right click. This is good fingers on keyboards. Follow along with me. We'll do new folder here. And why don't we just call this quick menu, because that's what we're going to be working on and building together as we're working here. So now we have a folder. Great. We have a place where we can store all of our HTML files. This can be anywhere on your machine. It can be your desktop. It can be elsewhere, your documents, wherever you want to store it, whatever makes the most sense for you. So we'll go ahead now and get our IDE set up. Now, which IDE are we going to use? There's a whole lot out there. We're going to go ahead and we'll go to Chrome, and we're going to look at Visual Studio Code. So it's just code.visualstudio.com. This is created by Microsoft, or I should say managed by Microsoft. And it's a really, really solid IDE option. I think it's the most popular one out there today, and you're not going to go wrong with Visual Studio Code. So the way you want to download this, there's a couple of big download buttons. You can go ahead and just click this one. If you want to change your installer for whatever reason, you can do it here, but it should just be able to auto recognize your operating system and actually download the correct version here for you as well. And then there's a big download button here. But if you want to read more about it, this website has a whole bunch of information, but you can probably skip over all this and dive into the material with us. So now we looked at that. Let's go ahead and open it up. Let's assume we've installed it. Pop it open, and you're going to see something like this. So this is the welcome screen. The most important thing on the screen is that you have a start set of options here. And you might see some other stuff over here. This could be reasons. Mine's going to look a little different because I've been using it for a while and you're probably opening it for the first time. But the big thing that we want to look for is this start section. And now we just need to open up that folder that we created. So we just need to select the folder that we've opened or created, and we'll hit open. And there we have it. The welcome screen stuck around, but we can go ahead and close that now. And now we have an empty, ready to go IDE where we can start writing some HTML.